Hello YouTube, this is Kaito JR here, and I'm here to make another Ajin Discussion video, this time wanting to talk more about Izumi Shimomura from the Ajin Demi-Human manga. So yes, here in this video I just want to talk more about Izumi's backstory, everybody, and the fact that yes, throughout her teenage years she was raised by her biological mother named Sawako Tainaka, and her stepfather named Satoshi Tainaka in this apartment room. Yes, they're definitely not the most, I think they're pretty much, well, I was gonna say they're not the most richest individuals, though. Even that's kind of stretching it, because like they weren't even middle class really. They were kind of like down there. I mean, remember they were living in a crappy apartment. The stepfather wasn't really working that much. He was more interested in go drinking with his friends. Sawako Tainaka was just like mostly the one working, paying the bills and stuff like that. I mean, I don't know. Maybe Satoshi was doing some work. I don't know. He probably was looking for maybe part-time jobs, but probably lost all of them because of his attitudes like that. Yeah, he's one of those fathers that drinks a lot. Yeah, it's a really pathetic human being, definitely. I mean, whatever. He ends up dying in a flashback. Izumi's like flashback backstory then, yeah, so he's not even in the story anymore, along with like Sawako Tainaka, who was trying to like help Izumi at the end of the day. Even like, because like, remember everybody, Satoshi even tried to like sell his own stepdaughter to the government because like he killed her while trying to like molest her inside of the bathroom that she was in, Izumi. And then yeah, gonna grab Izumi's head and smash it against a freaking sink in the bathroom, and he killed her. That's how she became an Ajin. Well, was revealed to be an Ajin by Satoshi. Yeah, he did all that horrible stuff there. But yeah, around that time, of course, Izumi was just a high schooler. I mean, of course, she had a crush on this boy named was it Kazuki, I believe. But apparently Kazuki was already like dating or in love with one of Izumi's friends, and then they went to this like a motel room and started to perform intimacy, I suppose, with each other. And then that's when Izumi saw this. Like, well, no, Izumi saw them making out, and then they left for the motel, for the love motel. And then Izumi went back to her house, and that's when she was in the bathroom trying to like performing self-harm on herself, because yeah, she was like in a turmoil state right there. Yeah, she was not doing very well there. And then, yeah, that's when Satoshi came in, like I said, tried to molest her, and yeah, she ended up being revealed to be an Ajin for like the first time in front of somebody. And was she aware that she was Najee? I don't. Yeah, no, I don't think so. Maybe she had maybe some clues. Maybe she saw her IBM sometimes beforehand, similar to Kay did, and she didn't really like try to think much of it. Really, I don't know. Maybe she thought she was like imagining some stuff. I don't know. Like yeah, that's pretty much like the gist of Izumi's backstory. Because like, yeah, I mean, I've already talked about Izumi's backstory a lot in some other videos I made about her. But yeah, I mean, of course, her IBM. Yeah, the Pyramid Head IBM. I mean, of course, she named it Kuro-chan, but yeah, it basically looks like Pyramid Head from Silent Hill 2. If you all play that game, of course, it has a really elongated, like really long straight head shaped like a pyramid. Izumi usually uses it during fights mostly, or if she's all alone. Like of course, Kuro-chan will like basically sleep right next to Izumi and hold her when she's all alone, of course, something like that. And like just like how Izumi had to like run off, and then because her parents were trying to sell her off to the government. Well, Satoshi at least was, but Izumi like didn't know at the time though that her mother was actually trying to help, or trying to actually stop Satoshi by stabbing him. I guess there was nothing really else she could do at the time. I don't know, maybe at the time like she had to do something to save her daughter. But yeah, her daughter was long gone by then. So I mean, of course, Tosaki was the one who told her about what happened to Izumi's biological mother. That like, apparently that she was trying to kill Satoshi, because Satoshi was stabbed, and then took the knife and it stabbed her, and then they both died right there. They both bled out, and then yeah, that's it for the most part. And then yeah, of course, but yeah, talking more about Izumi's IBM. Yeah, her IBM is very loyal to Izumi, cares about Izumi a lot, will fight alongside Izumi to the end, or will even like be destroyed. I mean, actually, Izumi's IBM, when we saw her during Izumi's backstories, like it had like a normal shaped head. It didn't have a pyramid head at the time. Like that's something I keep noticing about IBMs throughout the story. Like even Tanaka's IBM, like Tanaka is like when he was like holding his tranquilizer gun and she's about to shoot it at Kay, when Kay was talking to Sato, and when Kay met Sato for the first time, was talking about like what to do now, because he was real to be an Aji, but he doesn't know what to do, so he went to Sato. Yeah, Koji Tanaka's IBM, his hands weren't like elongated like claws like they were when his IBM was fighting Izumi like chapters later afterwards. Yeah, I don't know what was the chapters before. Nah, I think it was chapters later afterwards, because like yeah, he hasn't met Izumi at the time. It was like shortly after. Yeah, of course, around that time, yeah, like, it was weird. Like sometimes, like IBMs, they change shapes throughout the manga. I don't know why they do. I guess like maybe Ajis have some sort of control on what their IBMs can look like. But I mean, that's pretty interesting, though. I guess Izumi can do that too. Maybe when Izumi is trying to like draw her out her IBM, it just like grows a pyramid head shaped head. I don't know why it's a pyramid head of all things, but yeah, it's pretty interesting with Izumi there. But yeah, Izumi's new life as Tosaki's secretary. Of course, Tosaki wanted an Ajin bodyguard, so I guess there was one that was available at the Hyogo Medical Center hospital place where Tosaki found Izumi at. Of course, she was found there. I guess something happened to her. I guess she was found laying on a freaking sidewalk or somewhere, and she was brought there to the hospital. Maybe because like she was one of the people who was listed to possibly be an Ajin. Maybe that's why she was there. I don't know, or whatever. But yeah, Tasaki went to go see her. He wasn't entirely sure if she was an Ajin in the first place because he was like had some doubts, and then I guess he saw her die right there, and then he left. And I guess he wasn't Ajin after all. And then she reset, and then she says something. She spoke up like, "Hey, I am an Ajin after all. Look at that." See, like, yeah, I guess I don't know. I was like, that's what she said, but she said like something like that. She just like called out Tosaki. It's like, yeah, I'm an Ajin. See, and then Tosaki's like, so you are. All right, let's go then. Yeah, so then of course, at the time she was known as Yoko Tainaka Izumi. Then of course afterwards she changed her name to Izumi Shimomura. Izumi is her mother's like Sawako's maiden name, and then Shimomura is her biological father's surname. So Izumi Shimomura, that was her new name afterwards. And then after that she became like a Tosaki's like secret Ajin bodyguard. She can see IBM, which Tosaki cannot, because of course Tosaki's human, he can't see IBM. And yeah, so she's been very useful for Tosaki afterwards. After that, and she's been working under Tosaki because Tosaki is the top dog in the Ajin side of things within the Ministry of Health, Labor, and Welfare. Yeah, so of course, like I said, Tosaki definitely needed someone who could see IBM, so that's what Izumi comes into play there. Apparently in chapter 53, I want to talk about this for now. We're going way into the far into the manga. Chapter 53. Yeah, apparently Izumi, I mean, apparently she knew that Tosaki never had actually have any like folders or data that Izumi was actually a demi-human that he was keeping secret from like the other people within the Ministry of Health, Labor, and Welfare, including the cabinet minister, Sokabe, and some of the other people there as well, other officials there as well. Yeah, so it was pretty interesting. Like she knew all along. She had an idea. He never actually had any records that stated that I was actually a demi-human. In fact, that Tosaki was telling her this because she didn't even really have to go and help her fight Sato around chapter 53 at the JSD place. So yeah, the place where they have all the fighter jets where all the JSD soldiers are all at as well at the Iruma base. That's basically where Sato was doing his final like stage place where he wanted to feel still one of the was it the F-14 fighter jets, something like that? Yeah, he wanted to steal. I was calling the fighter jets. Like Sato wanted to steal one of the fighter jets to kamikaze attack multiple like important buildings throughout Japan nearby, and yeah, that's when like they had to go there stop her. But yeah, of course, Izumi didn't have to do any of that, but she was going to do something at the time because apparently she wanted to go save Koji Tanaka, and apparently yeah, she knew that Koji Tanaka was betrayed by Sato. And she wanted to go rescue him and bring him into their side because she know like at the time they had to stop Sato at all costs, and she can't just leave now just because there's no proof that she even is an Ajin. Like maybe Sosaki thought like, okay, so she probably doesn't know that I have. I mean, well, no, I told her I have folders, but these folders don't actually exist, and she was afraid that maybe she ran away. I'll reveal it to everyone that she actually is an Ajin after all. Though and I had no idea, but I saw clues that she was, but I don't know, it's just like stuff like that. But yeah, those folders never data, those records never existed, so yeah, but that's not the point. Izumi wanted to stay and help, so that's basically it right there. Works on this. Yeah, that's pretty much it for the most part. It's just actually one final thing, yeah, because at the end of the manga, of course, the final chapter, Izumi basically once again changed her name. Yeah, so we don't know what her new name is right at the end of the manga. Was it chapter 68, I think, was it? I don't know, whatever it is. Like, yeah, it was right at the end. Yeah, Izumi changed her name, and she gave her new name to it was a Reiji Akiyama, And then Reiji, we don't know his name. Yeah, it was chapter 86, the final chapter. Yeah, in chapter 86, Reiji got his new identity as well. We don't know what that is. Actually, we don't know any of the characters' new identities. I think Kei Nagai got his new identity. He was 18 at the time of the chapter 86, the final chapter of the manga. And yeah, we don't know what happened. He went to college with Kei to become a doctor, I suppose, because with his new identity, he could do that. I mean, it's the same, like, especially with Izumi, since this is her video right here. We don't know her new identity at all. We will never will. I guess she'll just forever be known as Izumi Shimomura. Yeah, we'll never know her new name, so that sucks there. Hopefully she's doing good. Maybe she has a new job right now. I think she's 22 by chapter 86 by this time. Reiji, I don't know his age. Tanaka, whatever his age is, I don't know. Of course, I think Reiji went back to his home. Actually, no, the person she was talking to, Izumi was talking to at the beginning of chapter 86 was, yeah, Tanaka, yeah. So she gave Tanaka his new identity, and then that was it for the most part there. And then, yes, of course, they just part their ways afterwards, and that was pretty much it. Like, we don't really see Izumi at all afterwards. Izumi Shimomura's final just event that she did, final scene right there at the end of the manga. We know her new identity, and well, there we go. But yeah, that's Izumi's video right there, everybody. That's pretty much it. Yeah, so comment down below if you have any thoughts on what I have to say about Izumi Shimomura. If you have any thoughts as well, just comment down below, all the good stuff. But yeah, that's it for the video, everybody. Thanks for watching, and bye.